tonight, children's advocacy centers across Oklahoma will see their funding double next year because of an increase from the state legislature. Thanks for joining us this Sunday night. I'm Chin Doan. News on 6's Caitlin Deggs explains how this will help Oklahoma kids dealing with tough situations. Caitlin?
Chin, the funding will jump from $2.8 million to $5.6 million next year. And experts say this will help provide kids with the tools they need for their physical, emotional, and mental health. Carrie Little is the executive director for the Children's Advocacy Centers of Oklahoma. She says this funding is something they've been asking for years.
Ultimately, what this means is our centers can further develop services.
Some of the services Children's Advocacy Centers provide are medical evaluations, case tracking, and child protection. Little says the funding will help the CACs work together with law enforcement and DHS for these services and will actually save the state money.
We're also interviewing a child, ideally only one time at a Children's Advocacy Centers, which also decreases cost for the investigative team and also decreases trauma for the child without the child having to tell their story over and over again.
Little says the work isn't over yet. Now her team is working to get more CACs around the state, especially in rural counties.
This funding can also be utilized by those teams who are also getting double what they would normally get to start to think about, do we want to now develop a Children's Advocacy Center?
She says this will take some of the stress off and allow the centers to start focusing on what they can do better.
They can kind of relax a little bit, breathe a little bit, knowing that they are going to get this extra funding, and that will allow them to hopefully hire more staff, sustain their staff that they already have, and move forward into development phases.
Little says she's thankful for the legislators this session who were able to increase their funding. Caitlin Deggs, Oklahoma's Own, News on 6.